Alright everyone, welcome back. This is Red 4 Guys in a Comic, and we continue on with our Secret Empire. Today we'll be talking about U.S.Avengers number 6. Okay, so a lot's going on in this, and I'm not going to go through every little detail, but we're going to blow through this, give you the rundown of what's been happening. So those of you that aren't familiar, I'm giving you the cliffhanger notes, going to give you the pertinent information so you can understand what's going on in Secret Empire. Okay, so first off, we're going to see here out in space, Cannonball hitched a ride on his way back to Earth. And this is actually part of the stuff that we saw back in Marvel Spotlight. I think this was the second video that I had put out. And in there, we see a recap of pretty much what's been going on already. So he's on his way back to Earth, gets there, and all he sees is this big, huge battle going on between the Chitauri and a bunch of our heroes. Captain America, she's out there, Gamora, Rocket, everybody's, fighting. So he gets out and decides to help join the fight. Well, meanwhile, back in AIM headquarters, Robert DaCosta is there, seeing all this attacking and stuff going on. He's trying to help out Carol, trying to with the Chitauri stuff, doing whatever he can to try to figure out what he can do to help. He sees that there's stuff going on in Washington, D.C. He sees all the stuff going on everywhere, and he's just trying to help however he can. He's got one of his AIM lieutenants there, basically feeding him information and working with him to get things done. We cycle back over to Cannonball out in space. Some more fighting going on, and you can see here, they are blowing things up, but at the same process, they're getting hurt at the same time. So get back over to AIM, and you have DaCosta, communicating with Miss Marvel. And she's, saying, hey, we need help. Are you, is Sam out here? Are you sure? And, she hasn't seen him, and he's worried, obviously. So, as everything's going on, he's like, okay, this is what we got to do. Let's start getting people suited up and heading out to the battle. Well, Captain America comes on the screen, and he turns around, and he's like, Steve! And Captain America's like, in this situation, it's Director Rogers. I thought we'd been through this, son. I thought we had a measure of trust. So, throughout this, Captain America is basically telling DaCosta that, you know what? You need to just do what I tell you to do. I'm the director. I'm in charge of you. I've been given control of also the government as well. And throughout the conversation, he also basically says, you know what? I need you to stay where you're at. So, as we know, he's trying to, have this Hydra takeover, and he needs everybody in the places where he wants them to be. So he's telling him to stay put because, he has this mass plan. So DaCosta's like, well, yeah, screw it. I'm still going to have my people go out and do the fight. And so he has Tony suit up as Iron Patriot, and she's getting ready. She's talking about, how she may not be ready for this. And in there, we see the general, who obviously can turn into the Red Hulk. He's approached by an AIM science officer who has a syringe of nanites for him. Basically, AIM's way of helping him. He's been looking for help to be able to control the Red Hulk. So they inject him with the nanites, and he is happy because now he can have control. Back in space, Captain Marvel is obviously having some more problems, and things aren't going well for the team up there. Getting back to AIM headquarters, all of a sudden Dr. Faustus shows up, and turns out he is, doing the brain washing, as we saw earlier in the series. And he here realized, oh my gosh, you know what? I know what this is. They're trying to brainwash me. So he recalls back to the time that he was trained by Professor Xavier on mental defense. And what he has to do is picture something in his head, which is a red triangle, which it happens to be an alert that he has set up for everybody. He's kind of taught everybody about this, so activate protocol red triangle, which they do so, and everybody's now thinking red triangle, red triangle, red triangle to block the mental things that are going on. So, the general suits up as the Red Hulk, okay? And as that's happening, back in AIM Central there, DaCosta's guard, he basically turns his pad into a gun and turns around and shoots DaCosta. So going back over here, you see that the U.S. Avengers are, mobilized and ready to fight. And of course, this is what Captain America knew was going to happen all along. He had anticipated this. He planned for it. Like any good strategist, he knew exactly what to do, and he's happy about it. So they all end up down there in Washington, D.C., getting ready to fight. And one of the AIM scientists takes out his pad and activates the nanites within the Red Hulk. Now the Red Hulk has no control. And as you see in this last page, he's ordered to smash the Iron Patriot, thus concluding this issue and this portion of Secret Empire. Stay tuned for the next video because we got some really good stuff that you just won't believe. Mind blown. But until then, remember, Hailing Hydra, cut off one head, two more shall take its place.